Thanks to the EA Creator Network for providing me a free code for businesses and hobbies. My opinions are my own. Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and welcome to my overview of the new world included with businesses and hobbies, Nordhaven. So this is inspired by a few different cities around Northern Europe, such as Stockholm, Berlin, London, Oslo, and Amsterdam. We'll take a look at the world icon here. This is definitely one of my favorites in the game. It's so pretty, love the colors going on. And also, the animation is one of my favorites too, with the cat jumping off the bike. Yeah. So, the description says, this northern coastal city is known for its thriving, independent local businesses and the enchanting beauty of its cold seasons. So, yeah, there is snow that sticks to the ground in this world, thankfully. I'll show that towards the end. But take a walk through the historic views of Gammelvik with its cobbled streets, classic architecture, and picturesque canals, or hop on the train to Iverstad and explore how the locals are reinventing the industrial city center. Whether you seek to make your business flourish or just want to practice your hobbies with a cozy community, you will always find an opportunity here. So again, we have 12 lots just like we did with Ravenwood in Life and Death, if you don't count Grimm's office, that is. But what's interesting is this time around, we have only 2 neighborhoods, but 6 lots in each. And normally, we get no more than 5 per neighborhood. I think Windenburg and Strangerville are the only ones who have gone above that limit so far. Unless you count Silver Dorado too with the jungle, I guess. But then, I wonder, because they updated the game with DirectX 11 as an option, they haven't finished moving everyone over to DirectX 11, but I wonder then if they are experimenting with having more lots per neighborhood now and possibly bigger worlds again. That'd be nice. But we have 3 pre-made households and we have the 2 different neighborhoods here, so I'll read the descriptions for both. Iverstad, originally the industrial district of the city, Iverstad has recently turned into a natural settling spot for ambitious and stylish Sims. Many of its old factories have been repurposed as living spaces, and extensive terrains have recently been made available for new developments. Cross the bridge to the central island to check out its hobby meetups and meet the young community of this growing neighborhood. Just maybe steer clear of that one dark alley. They say a shady character hangs out there at night. So we'll check that out later in the video. Gammelvik. Take a walk down the historic streets of Gammelvik and immerse yourself in the culture of Nordhaven's oldest district. Or, wow, I really said that as Nordhaven. I mean, actually, both ways are acceptable. Nordhaven or Nordhaven. But locals here like to take it slow, travel to work on their vintage bikes, and take long strolls by the old canals at night. Check out the central square for its hobby meetups and markets, or visit a lounge for a warm night of music. So we do have the 3 different households, and what's kind of interesting is with one of them, the Lodens, there's this interaction where you can find out about their feud with the Hoffmans. If you just like click on any sim in this household, and there's this interaction. I'll show that in a little bit. But yeah, they're the only pre-made households over in Gammelvik, and there's the starter neighborhood ready for Sims to move in. And it's interesting, a quarter of the lots in this world are empty. A little surprising, but in my opinion, not completely unwelcome. I mean, most of the lots I end up replacing with ones from the gallery anyways that take advantage of more packs than just the base game and the newest pack, but it does make the city look a little empty at times. And then over in Iverstad, we have the Sarpong family, and basically you have the single parent running a tattoo parlor. That's kind of interesting. And then with the Urbane house shares, there's one familiar character, Cannonball Coleman from The Sims 2 and the Herbs on the handheld versions of those, which is interesting. A very deep cut. I had never actually heard of this Sim before, since I only played Herbs and Sims 2 on consoles and on PC. But yeah, interesting. He's actually joined up with Crispin Black and his son Ollie. So Cannonball wants to buy this lounge over here, the Rouge Note, but can't afford it quite yet. And then with the Loadeds, I kind of glossed over their description here, but they run the coffee boon, which is drink coffee, drink tea, read, and attend classes and lectures. So they are kind of like into arts and crafts, especially their younger son, Eric, who's into pottery. And we also have the Koopman household. And this is kind of interesting too because, well, they met through pottery, but their relationship's a little strained at the moment. They're not on the best of terms at the moment, but it is Yolanda who owns Terrapata with these different business activities here. Another interesting lot I want to point out is the New Harbor Park, which is a small business venue, and it's meant to be like a fixer-upper sort of thing, where it is very run down, but then you're meant to buy this as a sim and then fix it up to be just like a really nice community center or something. It kind of looks like it's meant to be a community center, but this was built by Layrene35. So they had 4 EA creators help build the lots this time. Layrene35, Eva Rocky, Johanna Builds, and Kelly Hart X. So we'll load up the Loden household first, and I can show you the feud with the Hoffids interaction. There's also like a more general lore interaction called Nordhaven Noise. So it's very much like interactions that we've had in the past with worlds like Tartosa, Moonwood Mill, Hanford on Bagley, where you just interact with the sim and they give you a text notification giving you a bit of lore. I love seeing those. I'm glad that they keep doing them. So here we are. We have this little business on the first floor with the barista bar, and this little sort of office over here with the whiteboard. And then there's this entrance back here too. And then they just have their house living right above it. So no, you don't need to go through a loading screen in order to get to their house in a small business, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, when you load up these households, they do tend to unlock these family recipes from going through certain life experiences, so that's a really cool feature, but we're focusing on the world in this particular video. So yeah, pretty cool little setup here. So let's just talk to Eric over here. If I remember correctly, this is under gossip. Yeah, so these are both the exclusive interactions I was talking about. So let's ask about the feud with the Hoffmans. So, all right. Oh, there's just like a newspaper or something floating around in the background. Yeah, there is some trash just flying about the neighborhoods. It kind of reminds me of Evergreen Harbor a little bit in that particular aspect. It's a nice touch. So Eric says, they upset Grandma and Nora. I couldn't forgive them for that. And selling our family recipe. Dun dun dun. Truly no respect. Oh, Dahlia says the same thing. Never mind. All right, let's try another sim here. So Nora says, I used to play at theirs all the time. I don't know how they started arguing. I just remember one day I was minding my business, eating my cookie, and they looked at me in absolute disgust. Freya actually says the same thing too. So let's ask Grandma and see if Grandma says anything different. We were good friends once. I don't know how it spiraled so badly, but they were so spiteful to steal our recipe. Yeah, so an interesting little bit of lore there specific to a household. Let's go with share Nordhaven Noise. We can do a couple examples of that. Alright, I adored those whale sculptures in Iverstad. I wish I could see some real whales. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see that a little bit later. I don't know if there are any whales that can show up. I haven't seen any. I just know in Brindleton Bay they can show up, but they're very, very rare. I think I've only seen them twice ever. There does seem to be a cooldown on Nordhaven Noise, so I'm not always able to do it with the same sim, so yeah, sometimes I just gotta switch. I hope you have some warm clothes. It can get cold here, but it's beautiful when it snows. Check out the hobby meetups by the local markets. Always great to spend time with people who share a passion for the same craft. Okay, yeah, kids can do this interaction too, so that's good. The Cons Modern always had such a zen vibe to it, and the nature walk next to it is the best green spot in Gammelvik. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And we also have Nordhaven hobby meetups. So there's meetups every day for the community, from early morning workouts, evening piano practice. There's something for everyone. Meetup notifications are available by selecting the hobby meetup signs located near the markets in Iverstad and Gammelvik. Conveniently right across from their place, they have one of these signs. So what's good is that you're not opted into any of these notifications by default. You can choose which ones, or you can enable them all at once, but you can check which meetup is next. So there's spotlight stars. It's kind of a nice art there. Let the talent shine. Enjoy an evening for performers by performers. Facilities will provide a microphone, a piano, and a cooler for light refreshments. Oh, okay, that's why there's a cooler in this pack. Yeah, it's like an outdoor retreat feature, but meetup information, so you can read about each and every one if you want. I'm not going to waste too much time on these now, but yeah. And actually, there is a sim here also included with this pack, but not living in this world. I actually forgot to go over them, so we're just going to go back to manage worlds for a minute here. So here's the Hoffman family that was mentioned in that interaction. For generations, the Hoffman's candy stall was a staple for all kids in Nordhaven, yet with his wife's passing and all of his children long moved out, everyone thought that even the tireless Bruno Hoffman would end up selling his business and retire. What Bruno certainly didn't expect was his grandson, Felix of all people, to volunteer to take up the family's candy-making legacy. Life is looking up for this unlikely duo, as long as they manage to steer clear of any more feuds with the Lodens. There's also this household here, which we just saw. I think you pronounce the name as Nihus, but Corey goes with the flow, loving each day as it comes, serving drinks from behind the counter. He watches as people flirt and new passions bloom. He wonders if one day he too might find somebody to love. So across from their house, they have this little seating area, and there's this coffee stand over here. You can have some fast food as well as hot chocolate, tea, or coffee. A little washroom over there, and there's a few other stalls that are tended throughout the day. Oh, hey, there he is, Felix Hoffman. Yes, disliked there. So can have some jelly beans or lollipop, cotton candy, or jelly bean cookie. So that's nice. I actually don't remember what this stall is for, but it's only open from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. And then there's a pottery stall over here. There's also this table that you can tend yourself. It's much like the ones we have in City Living and Jungle Adventure. So yeah, you just got this really nice sort of setup here. Oh, I never really looked over here. This could be kind of an interesting place to just perform with your guitar or something. Or just have a little sit down there and just go around here at the road. And actually have this really great mod by Carl Sims Guides called Collectibles Ready. So there's already some stuff spawning here, like this frog log. There's also this dig pile, this one over here. So there are some collectibles that appear throughout the two neighborhoods. This part's not routable, but there's a lot of water that you can swim or even boat in if you have island livings. It just kind of like goes like here. I'm just pausing a lot so I don't like waste too much time, and then it already ends up being nighttime before we know it. But yeah, I can kind of like swim up to here and swim over here as well. So yeah, not bad. And then there's the fishing spot right over here, and you can clean the canal and fish up one of the new collections. Actually, I'll just go over to that right now. So there's Trashley certified art, personally authenticated by Trashley real person. We'll see if we can maybe get at least one of those later on. But from the canals, we can get these bike parts. There's 28 of them that you can collect, and yeah, 16, so quite a few things to collect here. And then each and every one has a description attached to it. I'm not really sure what it implies. Maybe it's just something about the sim who dropped their bike in the water or something. But yeah, that's kind of cool. You can hang up these bike frames and wheels on the wall. And then over here we have some bike racks, and we can actually borrow this bike, it looks like, because then we can just bike to and then go with other sims. But we're not gonna go over to Iverstad just yet. If we walk up here, we go over to this museum, which I've loaded into now. It's quite nice. On the second floor here, there's already some sims painting, including Crispin. Oh, and Lilith Pleasant is also here. There's Nia Sarpong. Yeah, that's cool. Have a really nice view out these windows to the city. And you can also run a lecture here. Because, yeah, the classes specifically are attached to small businesses, but you can just hold lectures for free. Also have, like, the wood crafting tables. And then you can also hold a pottery class down here, which is kind of neat. And then, yeah, I could just take a look at some art. Yep, and yeah, there's also a new toilet stall where the doors do go further down like you would expect in Europe. Oh, how convenient! A sim goes to use one, so you can have a better look at the door. Oh, we also have this nice little seating area out here. There's also a new swing set. It's funny how many times they're including swing sets now in new packs, but at least it does give Playground some more variety. Love the the life and death reference there with the costume. Yep. Nice fountain back here. And then you can start taking a walking trail. Yeah, it's quite pretty. There's some collectibles I'm pretty sure you can find up here. Yeah, there we go. Find like a gem in here, I suppose. I also saw like a dig spot on the way up here. Yeah, where there's this bench. And there's a gazebo you can just stand around in at the top as well with a nice little view over the water. It is odd. There's a couple of spots with a weird graphical glitch. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, like over here where my mouse pointer is. I've never seen this happen in other worlds before. Yeah, like down here, it's like there's a wireframe for something invisible. I don't know. That's really weird. I hope they fix that. At least most of the time I can avoid looking at it, but that is quite strange. This building, unfortunately, does not do anything. But, yeah, looks pretty, I suppose. Then we have the road over here. There's also this tram that comes by sometimes. It takes a little bit of time for it to spawn in, but... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's kind of neat. You can't ride this one, but we'll go over to the train station in the other neighborhood in a bit, and there's actually a couple of interactions with that. So, just goes back and forth in between the two ends here. Oh, look! A seagull! Kind of hovering above the light a little bit. What the heck just happened? What? Dahlia's fighting! Uh-oh. That's, rather unfortunate. Oh my gosh, we have a whole audience going on here. Son is... Or no, that's Bruno, not Crispin. But, yeah, there we go. Feud with the Hoffmans in action. They now despise each other. Okay, well, yeah, a bit of a little drama there. Actually, maybe I'll have Dahlia try and clean the canal and see if we can find some of the bike parts. I think I would recommend having a bike if you choose to live in Nordhaven, just so it is a little faster to get around since these neighborhoods are quite big. But, yeah, we can just go and fish. So it is completely separate from the normal go fishing interaction, which I guess is a good thing. Oh, there's a boat in the distance there. Then we have the canal that goes straight through the middle here, like you can see in the trailer. So that is quite pretty. You even have the bike trail that goes alongside it. And oh, there goes the tram again. You can even walk down here, though there doesn't seem to be any fishing spots. But yeah, you can also go there. And then there's one of the empty lots over here. And then you can just kind of like walk over here. And then here's the other empty lot. You can walk to, I think just like around, yeah, just here. And then you can't really go beyond that. Oh wait, she got a fish anyways, the walleye, so... Oh wait, no, she did get... Wait, okay, that's confusing. How did she learn that if she caught a bike part? But there we go, we got the Hans cycle frame. You can see what that one says. Miss Cycle would always fix up my bike for free. All she wanted in exchange was a grand story about the adventure I'd taken it on to get into that rough condition. Yeah, then on this side, you can only walk to just around here, and then all this area over here is off limits. One other thing I almost forgot to mention is there is a rabbit hole building, this church, and you can take a historic tour, though it doesn't really do much other than give you a buff. We'll see what that is in a minute here. I'm actually not sure how long this lasts. We went in at around 4 p.m. Oh, Dahlia caught a Peter cycle frame. Oh, so this, we got a wheel as well. Johann cycle wheel. Miss Cycle is a fine woman who has done much to bring pride and joy to Nordhaven, but the piece is called Mother and Child. It is not Rita's pistachio. Please stop calling it that. That's some sort of inside joke. I don't get it. And then I was coming back from my Nordhaven vacation, was seated next to Miss Cycle on the train. She seemed nervous but excited and filled the entire time telling me stories about Gammelvik. It made me want to schedule another visit right away. Okay, so I guess we're just learning more about this this cycle sim, but I don't know if she's anywhere in the world. Maybe that's a sim I could make myself. Okay, so just before 6 p.m. it's over, so I guess like roughly an hour and a half that lasts. And then the buff is such history from going on a historic tour. Wow, such high ceilings, so grandeur, much historical, really? A Doge meme reference? Yeah, that's a little something I was not expecting for for the buff for a church, but pigeon landing on top of it. So before we go over to Iverstad, I'll just quickly show you the lounge in case you're curious. I'll get rid of that events thing. So yeah, this bar here, seating area. And then there's the upstairs and a downstairs, so just the washrooms upstairs. But then if we go down to the basement, there's this whole, like, performing stage here. So if we ever get a bands expansion pack, that would be kind of cool to maybe perform here. But it is weird. Like, I have the MC Command Center mod to increase the amount of sims in zone for up to 50 since I have a pretty good computer. But at this particular lot, not many sims show up still. I don't know if it's just a problem with lounge lots in general in my game, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Not many sims come here. There is also the ceramic stall that's now open, so you can take a quick peek at what we can get. Oh, okay. We can even get the planter pot, the raccoon vase, the tea set. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty much all there is to say about Gammelvik. So, it is quite pretty. I guess it would be nice if a few more of the buildings were interactive. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the little bit of nature that they also managed to implement on this side over here, and the tram that goes by. It looks quite nice. Lit up at night. Ooh, yeah, let's take a little picture. Oh, there's also a meetup going on. Oh, this is the performer one, I think. Yeah, spotlight stars. So, yeah, can be a way to meet your next mentor if you're looking to get into a particular skill. Oh, there's Sim riding the bike, and there's the new cooler that's included. Oh, yeah, more trash flying around. Alright, so now we're over in Iverstad. I figured I would just quickly show you the fixer-upper small business venue. So there is the gnomes there. It is an interesting approach to not exactly an empty lot, but just something that you can renovate once you buy this. So would be kind of cool maybe if in some future worlds, not like every future world, but some, maybe to have a lot kind of like this. So here's a quick look at the Koopman household. So yeah, interesting design for their house here. And then on the top floor, they have their house. They even have separate beds here. Although the beds are not assigned, so I don't know. You could still have them maybe sleep in the same bed, but again, one of the bars is in the red, so I don't know how well that would work out. So you could have one of them either sleep in the single bed, or that could just be the guest room. And then down here on the ground floor, you have both the pottery shop and a little section where you can have them teach a pottery class. Then the urbane house sharers. I love this rooftop patio here. Like, what a view. Though it's more obvious during the daytime, but the backdrop in this neighborhood is a little brutal. Very cardboard cutout-y. So looking forward to seeing what Simsy Boy does with their matte replacements mod for this world. And yeah, again, there's like the weird line that you can see against the mountains at certain angles. That's really awkward. And then you go down, there's their house here at the bedrooms, bathroom, and then you go down here. Yep, another couple bedrooms. Another patio over here. That's nice. Down here, they have sort of like their kitchen, and yeah, it's not like the other household where they have a store on the bottom. They're just living here. It's just a regular residential lot. And here's the Sarpong household. We will actually play as them for a bit since they're closest to the alleyway where we can visit Trashley. But, yep, here's the kids' bedroom up here. They also have a little rooftop patio at the telescope. That's really pretty. And then if we go down another floor, we have their office. That's kind of cool. It's like, oh, the bridge, and then to the office like that. And then we have this bedroom here. Another patio. The grill. That's cool. And then just go down here. Yep, there's their kitchen and living room, some nice furniture. Oh, they got a chessboard as well, and toy box, and the bathroom. Wow, that's a very yellow bathtub. Okay, and there's also their tattoo parlor on the first floor where they have their small business with the little ticket kiosk right there. And I guess the sort of consulting desk right over here, and you can even practice your tattooing skill on the sketchpad if you want. So you don't always have to tattoo on a sim in order to get your skill up. Yep, here it is at nighttime. There's the two empty lots right over there. I'm so curious to see what people will make for this. When I saw this in English Simmer's video, I just thought City Hall. I just instantly thought City Hall would make sense to go here, perhaps. Although I don't know how much functionality it would have in terms of gameplay, but yeah, I don't know. That's just an idea. We got this mermaid statue here, which reminds me of Copenhagen a little bit. And, oh, no, never mind. I thought a seagull was going to land on it. Sometimes you do see a seagull land on its head, which is quite funny. Oh no, my notification wall is full. Oh, there we go. Yay. Oh, it's sitting on the other way. And once I actually saw two seagulls stand on top of it at once, which it kind of looked like a two-headed gull, which was really funny. And then, oh, here's the whale sculpture that was mentioned in the Nordhaven noise, social interaction. Oh, of course, a sim doing push-ups in the distance. That's very Sims 4. Oh, that's one of my own Sims, actually. Oh, there's the boat. There's the train! Yeah, so you can actually go train watching. If we go over to the train station here, there's train watching. But surprisingly, they don't go inside the rabbit hole. They go over here to this viewing platform, and then they watch from the bench for I think it's like a couple hours or so, and then you can take train 2, and then it works just like the normal like travel interaction where you go to the map screen, but they just go up to the train station first. So that's really cool. I love that. I wish the other train stations, the other worlds worked like that. So I'll actually have Lorado do the train watching. One weird glitch I ran into is that while you're visiting a small business, the interaction will glitch out and the sim will go up to the viewing platform, but then they'll run back to the active small business lot and just sit on a random chair there. The interaction will be blank for a bit, so you'll be confused as to where they're going, but yeah, I don't know why. Only in that specific circumstance, but since I am playing as Sims living on the lot, then it should be okay. Alright, so when we go over to this alleyway, there's Trashley, real person. Legitimate and normal NPC. Oh, I guess they were eating some cotton candy earlier. And yeah, notice the raccoon tail sticking out. Yeah, totally not 3 raccoons in a trench coat. Even the face just completely covered up to not give away their raccoonness. But yeah, let's go over and you can see what we can do here. All right, so then we'll do that, and then oh, we can hire for Spill Dion, which is the name of the tattoo parlor. Yeah, so then at the top level of the pie menu, there's Ask to See Wares, and there's various things that we can buy from Trashley. Oh, this is a rat running along there. Yeah, a little atmospheric alleyway here. It's really interesting doing my ambient ASMR video for this. So there's some of these little loop crates of sorts that you can buy. So, wait, how much? Okay, we have 22,000, so we can afford to get a bunch of these. Oh, there's a discount for some reason. I'm not sure why. You can also get this business opening fee reimbursement form where it's printed on premium card stock, a legitimate document for the distinguished business owner, be reimbursed shortly after opening their business. But our business is already open, so no point getting that. Make butterfly phase, falling blossoms. I think that's just a regular painting. I might have to cheat to get some of the Trashley certified art, but let's see what we get out of these boxes. Trashley's original box. What will you find inside? Open. Nothing. Yeah, I got nothing every time I tried before too. Oh, yeah, that's from the language barriers mod. Alright, let's see if these best boxes give us anything. Oh, 2 better boxes. Okay. And 1 looking for arms. Oh, this might be a piece of the certified art. Oh, we got 5 of the reimbursement forms? I don't know why we would need 5 of them unless we did open multiple small businesses, I guess. But I think in most cases I'll have only 1 per household. Oh, we got a moon snail shell. Isn't that from Island Living? I think that's Island Living. Oh, okay, there's the looking for arms. Artist friend, teach Trashley about upcycling, so I take sculpture that is okay, but also missing many important parts for being person, and upcycle with wiggly eyes from garbage. Trashley and Sculpture Lady both still looking for arms. For sculpture, arms for sculpture. Trashley has perfectly fine arms, all 2 of them. Yeah, okay. I think we've run into a bug here. That should be filling out one of these in the seashells collection from Island Living, but it's not. So, well, unless I just like place it down in the world and then pick it up, then maybe it will count. Then put in inventory. Yeah, moon snail shell. Oh, okay, now it counts. Yeah, that is really strange, but okay, let's open the rest of these better boxes. A pear and a dahlia and elderberry and oh, even more reimbursement forms. Alrighty. So okay, we got all of that. Wonder what happens if we eat this cotton candy. I'm assuming Trashley doesn't want it, because why put it on the ground like that? It's more interested in playing in the trash. Yup, totally real person. Oh yeah, and then you can read a mysterious note on this particular trash can over here to get a bit more context. So, 2, friends. Trashley cannot get brick and mortar stores, so I run good business outside. Store always open, and I am here after 5 p.m. except when busy. Make sure to visit Trashley and buy lots from me. Heart. Alright, so let's go over to Laredo here. Yeah, just watching the trains. It is odd though. The camera, I cannot go any farther than this. I mean, you can still hit tab and then use the free cam view to get closer and get a nice shot of some train watching, but I don't know. I'm not sure why it's like that by default. Oh, hey, there goes the boat. That's not what we're here for, though. Where's the train? Yeah, you may or may not get lucky. I wish the train went by a little more often. Oh, there we go. Yay! There is a buff that you'll get after this interaction's completed. But what's odd is that it does not increase the fun motive. Like, what? That is strange. So, I don't know. Hopefully they patch it or someone just, like, makes a mod. But, yeah, that is definitely something worth pointing out. Oh, okay, yeah, she's done, but she's still just sitting there and playing with her toys. So let's take a look at this buff here. Choo-choo from going train watching. What a nice way to pass the time. Laredo wonders where Thomas and his friends are going today. So, not so subtle reference to Thomas the Tank Engine, but I mean, my appreciation for trains does come from watching lots and lots of Thomas the Tank Engine episodes on VCR. So, yep, that's pretty cool. I appreciate that a lot. So let's just show a bit more of this neighborhood. So, yeah, you can kind of go around here, down this road, and then, yeah, we got the pottery studio right over here. You can go all the way over here. No, this part you can't go to, but you can go down here for a fishing spot. You can try to clean the canal there. And yeah, just go along here, little park. Oh, okay, I didn't realize there was an apple tree. So that's nice if you do need to get some apples. And then the hobby meetups take place over here. And then there's the same stalls that we saw in like the other neighborhood. So you can also walk down here and take in the view of the canal. I guess it would be nice if there was a fishing spot here too. Another little seating area. And then this, I haven't seen anything spawn in here. Oh, except for this. What is this one? Oh, just the blackberry bush. I'm not sure if anything spawns in here, like, for example, a skating rink. Yeah, because that would be handy like during the winter. Oh, there's also a wild tulip. Because, yeah, it just seems like it's pretty empty, not a whole lot. But then there is a little playground by these decor buildings. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of space that you can walk around. You can't go over here, but you can still go up to here and use the playground. Oh, of course, how could I forget to mention, you can also swim over here. This is kind of interesting. It's like the stairs going down like directly into the water. I've never seen that before. Is that specifically a Scandinavian thing? Because usually there'd be like a bit of sand or something before it actually goes into the water. I'll just teleport her over here. But, yep, you can take a swim. There's a somewhat decent amount of swimmable area, too. You can't swim right up to the statue, unfortunately, but you can try and draw an outline here. Yeah, I can go, like, over here. And then just, like, over here. So, yeah, there's a decent size area that you can swim or go boating if you'd like. It is kind of neat how there is like this sort of fog that goes over the water at night, kind of like in San Sequoia. Oh, yes, and there's also this really nice island over here at the lighthouse. So there goes the boat. Though it is a shame that you can't visit this island. Feels like there's a good potential fishing spot that could have been like right there, but nope, just decor for that. Oh, there is also a tulip over there. Oh, I almost forgot to show over by the Pottery Studio. You can also walk down here and walk over here, but it's weird again, like there's no fishing spot. There doesn't seem to be much reason to go down here, so I guess I'll have to work my magic with the tool mod and place something down there myself. This building seemed kind of important, but no, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, it just kind of gives like a science facility vibe to me. So lastly, here is Nordhaven during the winter. So quite pretty, though it does bring some attention to the fact that the frozen water texture looks looks kind of crusty. Yeah, it would be nice if they went back and improved this. What the heck? I have a sim from Sulani here. Hope doesn't feel too cold there, but yeah, we'll just kind of fly over Gammelvik a little bit. Yeah, I'm so glad that there is some snow in this world. Yeah, there's a little playground right over here by this starter home. And yeah, that's cool. Can still swim. The water doesn't completely freeze over. So yeah, if you want to go for like a polar bear dip, you could totally do that if you would like. Okay, so this is the stall that Grandma Hattie runs. That's weird. I could have sworn I saw her in this stall before. But, oh, there's like one of the Sims from Lovestruck over here. But let's just take a look. Oh, Super Chocolate Tummers Bomb. Is that a new food in this pack? Yeah, because as far as I know, there's no new food in this expansion apart from obviously the candy that you make in the candy making machine. Unless the tea or coffee, well, no, the coffee's obviously base game. Maybe this specific version of the tea that's like to go might be new, and the hot chocolate. But yeah, other than that, it seems in terms of food, there's nothing really that new. But yeah, that's where all the stalls are. It's funny, all of them are open except one at the moment. Okay, I just made it heavy snow for a bit because I realized the weather was warm and the snow was melting. But yeah, even with the statue here, there's a little bit of snow that accumulates. And yeah, here is Iverstad during the winter with a lot of snow on the ground. So yeah, we can have our Northern European winters in The Sims 4 now. Oh, got a caffeine buzz. Well, there was hot chocolate, but alright. Perfect boost to one's energy. So that's pretty much it for this world overview. So overall, I really like this world. I'm liking it more than I thought I would. It's still got some flaws, like the graphical glitches I pointed out earlier with the line kind of like going over the backdrop. And the backdrop, I do wish looked a bit more detailed. It's a little obscured now, but yeah, we saw that earlier. And I still wish there were a few more lots so that we'd have room for like even more pre-made families and lore, whatever you want to do with the world without depending on other worlds. Oh, look, we got some kids playing on the playground in the snow. Oh my gosh. They're very dedicated. But yeah, I think this is a pretty interesting world. It's just also like, it's got that same issue that other worlds have where when the space around is so big, it feels less populated because the Sims are more scattered and there's only so many Sims that appear at a time. And even with mods, it only does so much. All right, one other thing I almost forgot. I'm not quite sure of the climate other than obviously it is cold enough for snow to stick on the ground. But even with the weather forecast for these next few days, I thought there'd be more snow. But there's like some rain here, surprisingly. But it's like mostly mixed weather. Yeah, it seemed pretty mixed from what I briefly saw in the summer season too. But I thought it would snow more unless maybe that would be more of like next week. But feel free to let me know your thoughts on Nordhaven in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!